For a lot of issues, we have got to build a serious united front around an economic program to rescue this country. That's what we have to do. And that means we have to break the rules. It means we have to work with people we might not agree with. Because we're serious about this, because we actually want to get things done. Now, another thing that the Center for Political Innovation offers, we offer a scientific understanding of revolution. That's the first thing we should be talking about. If we want to get from here to socialism, how do we get there? Let's be serious. Well, the process of transitioning towards socialism is generally 3 stages. First, there is a united front built around a program. In Russia, that program was peace, land, and bread. In China, that program was defeating the Japanese and redistributing the land. And a serious program is developed, and society is mobilized around that program, a program to change society. And political leaders emerge who are supporting that program. That's the first step. And then from there, political leaders come into office, or mass movements are created around that program. But in order to enact that program, the nature of the state has to change. We're not going to be able to build a socialist America with the FBI and the CIA and the Pentagon functioning as they currently are. You would need a new intelligence agency. You'd need a new federal police force. You'd need a new orientation for the military. The nature of the state would have to change. In order to enact a people's program, you would need to change the nature of the state. And that's what the scientific Marxists call the dictatorship of the proletariat, when the nature of the state changes. The state goes from the hands of the capitalists to the hands of the people. And then, with the state in the hands of the people, the state can then move ahead and start creating a socialist society, a society where growth and innovation is no longer held back by the irrationality of greed. This is a 3-stage process. That's why the Communist Manifesto ends with 10 planks, right? Those are the 10 planks of the United Front, and that's what communists generally do. They put forward a serious program, and we have a serious program. We have 4 points, 4 economic points that a lot of people could agree to, but not the ruling class, and not the big corporations, and not the banks. And we want to build a united front around those 4 planks. We want to mobilize society to get those 4 planks, and we understand that in order for those 4 planks to be enacted, the nature of the Pentagon, and the police, and the military would have to change, and that with a new state, we could have a fully socialist society. This is the way communist parties operate all over the world. The Center for Political Innovation, the way we talk, if you go to South America, if you go to Africa, if you go to Asia, people say this is common sense. They think there's nothing remotely profound about what we're doing. But the US left is so infiltrated and so manipulated and so delusional and crazy. What we're doing here sounds very, very unique and original to people in the United States. I believe somebody accused us of trying to imitate the Communist Party. You know, I think there's some people in the Communist Party who said, you know, you're trying to imitate the Communist Party. Well, let me just say this. We're not trying to imitate the Communist Party, because there's some pretty key differences between our approach and the approach put forward by the leaders of the Communist Party. We're what the Communist Party should be, and would be if it wasn't controlled by the FBI. Let's be real about that. That's the reality. Their crazy, over-the-top reaction to us is one of the biggest confirmations that we are right that I've ever seen. Let me just put it that way. Another thing I'd like to make clear is that we offer a serious political message. And we go to people with real policy solutions. If you go to working class people and say you want to have a big civil war and violently overthrow the government and destroy their neighborhood and communities, you are not serious. You come across as a lunatic. And we are very, very clear that we advocate a peaceful transition to socialism through the democratic process. We'd like to see progressives and socialists elected. We would like to see progressive legislation leading toward our 4-point plan passed. That's what we would like to see. We don't advocate violence and instability. It's Joe Biden and the capitalist system and the decaying political process in the United States that is leading to violence and instability. We are offering the road to peace. We're offering the way out of the chaos. We're offering the way to stability. That's what we are offering. It's them, with cable news, with the social media hyper insanity, they're the ones dividing the United States. They're the ones fomenting instability and chaos. We want to bring the country together. We want to bring an end to this, and we want peace with the people of the world. We want to start doing business with China and doing business with Russia and cooperating with countries on the basis of win-win cooperation. We want to end this open international system of greed and neoliberalism. We are offering a message of peace, jobs, democracy, equality, stability, hope, progress. We're not violent, we're not radicals, we're not extremists. We advocate a politics of common sense. It's common sense that people should have jobs. It's common sense that people should have education. It's common sense that economic growth is good and not bad. It's common sense that people should be rising out of poverty. It's common sense that fusion energy should be a priority and that we should be trying to get out of the nightmare of fossil fuels by going to a higher fuel source, not a weaker one. That's common sense, and that's what we offer. We offer the road to peace, stability, and common sense.